What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a really cool storage accessory by GRUV Fishing. Now, before we get started today, just kindly ask you guys like and subscribe if you guys have been enjoying this content, and leave a comment down below on what you guys want to see next. All right, let's get into the video real quick. So, the reason why I bought this box, and I guess we'll get into the box in a bit. I used to store all my stuff in this, right? And I still kind of am. It's basically just a Bass Mafia deep box, 3700 size. And what I would do is I would get these little baggies off Amazon, you know, and I would just label my stuff and just keep it in here, right? I got like tube hooks in here. I got like, and I can do a full walkthrough if you guys want on this specific box later on. I still think it's a great system, but the issue I was having was that I had a lot of bigger jig hooks and weights I have a separate box for that I'm still trying to figure out, but mainly the jig hooks, it was taking up a lot of space in here, right? So, like for example, you see a couple of these compartments are empty now. I actually put a lot of those jig heads into here. And mainly what I did was I just used this as my shaky head box. So this is the GRUV Fishing. It's the big jig box, although it's really not that big. GRUV Fishing is just a really, I think they're a really innovative tackle storage solution company. They have a couple other things. They have like a mini jig box. They have, you know, like a hard bait box. But this really stuck out to me. I believe on Tackle Warehouse is going for 30 bucks. You have to double check that, but I'm sure you can find a sale somewhere, get it for a little bit cheaper. But what's really cool about this box is, look at that. Everything is just in one solid spot. They each have their own individual groove. This thing is built like a tank. And yeah, I mean, this thing is, I've had it now for, I'd say a season or two, and it's really been holding up. Now, I used to use this for actual jigs, right? But I had all my Beast Coast jigs in here, actually, like, you know, they're little Magnum jigs, the Vanquish jigs, the Baby Dozers. But I was realizing that things with skirting material, they don't really do too well in here. And the only reason for that is because the skirting material kind of gets stuck. So let me show you guys kind of like what the box looks like a little bit closer. So if you can see, there's all these little slits, like individual slits. On the GRUV Fishing site, they say you can fit like 115 larger jig or hooks in there. You just kind of have to be really meticulous as how you place them. As you can see, I think I got this pretty down on organized. Like I said, this is my shaky head box. I think I love throwing shaky heads. I have a bunch of different types, as you can see. So I just basically got it as like you know, my 1/8 stuff, 3/16 stuff, and my quarter stuff. A little bit heavier down there. But anyways, with the jigs, like when you have skirted jigs, you know, like your typical flipping, pitching, football jigs, the skirting material gets stuck in between these little slits. So if you can see, I'll pull one out for you. So right now, it's just really easy to pull in and out. It's just little silicone tabs. And all you gotta do, you just gotta apply some pressure and just fit it right back in there. And it slides really easy in and out. And it just stays nice and organized, just like that. Again, it's not gonna fall out. I think that's the coolest thing about this box, is that each little jig head has its own spot. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this for like skirted jigs, even though they advertise it with some skirted jigs in there. I think this is way better suited for these type of open hook jig head style. You can fit things with like little weed guards on it if you wanted to. You just have to put them upside down. So right now I have the hook point going into the silicone tab. But if you really want, you can flip it to the other side if you have like a weed guard or something sticking out. And the cool thing is there's a good amount of space at the top here in this clear portion right here. So it's not gonna get crushed or anything, so you don't have to worry about that deforming. A couple other cool features about this. It's got obviously the polycarbonate shell, built like a tank, right? I mean, again, this is kind of like my overstock jig storage, so it's not like I'm taking this out in the water. It's not waterproof, but it's pretty tightly sealed. What I do, even in my this other Bass Mafia box, I usually just grab a bunch of these random silica gel packets. You'll find them if you buy new clothes, or you know, you could probably go to some department store, order in bulk off Amazon or something. But you could, if you realize, just pop one in there, close it, good to go. The only thing that's moving is that little gel packet, but that's all right. If you're really worried about the moisture. But yeah, obviously I love the clear lid. I think that's really important, and that's another reason why actually I wanted to shift over my shaky heads into this box. I would love to get more of these boxes for my other techniques, but I noticed that I had a lot of shaky heads that were kind of overfilling this box. And that's why I got this, right? So kind of technique specific. So you could definitely 100%, get a box for different types of techniques. If you have a lot of jig heads, a lot of hooks, and you kind of want just one area, one station for all of that equipment, that would be great. This is a great solution. Obviously, this isn't meant for weights or loose moving things. You need something that's going to be able to stick inside the slits. And another cool thing is just it has this magnetic closure. So I don't know if you can see the little magnets on here, but it just literally just closes and it's not going to open. So it's really tight. It's really rigid. I love this box. Now I guess to conclude, do I really do I think 30 bucks is worth it? To me, I love this box. This is one of my favorite storage boxes. One of the cons to it is I don't think the price is too bad for what you're getting with all the features. It's built like a tank. It's got the magnetic closure. It's not waterproof. It would be nice, even though I'm keeping it indoors, for some people that want to take this on the boat or on the water. It would be nice if it was waterproof, but just throw one of these in there, not a big deal. 30 bucks, I guess. You can find them on sale. You can probably find them closer to 20, which I think is where it should be at. 20 bucks is a great deal if you can find it. But I think 30 bucks is reasonable, especially when you're comparing, a lot of times we're going to spend so much money on these lures and tackle and all this stuff, and then we end up paying like 50, 60 bucks. A lot of those Plano Edge series, I love those. I have a bunch, but a lot of those are like 50, 60 bucks for a box. And I'm like, why am I paying so much just to store things I already bought? It's kind of dumb in my opinion, but I think 30 bucks in the current market is reasonable. Again, you can find sales, find deals, whatever. Bring it down closer to 20, that's way worth it. If you can find it for 20, again, that's way worth it. Pros and cons. So I already listed a bunch of the pros. Again, I love that it's not going anywhere. It's literally very organized. This is probably the most organized box I have. If you really wanted to, you could probably label it and figure out some label system. You could, get a label maker, put some stuff on the top. If you really wanted to, then when you open up, everything is. If you got a bunch of different mixed weights, I just know I have my 1/8 stuff, my 3/16 stuff in the middle, and then the heavier stuff on the bottom. I guess some cons is, yeah, not waterproof. It is heavy. So if you're looking for something lightweight, this probably isn't the best deal. I mean, I think this whole box is actually, with all the stuff in here, is actually lighter than this box. I think I counted up how many weights I have in here. I mean, with total weight, I think it was about 14 ounces in just shaky head weights. So, I mean, that plus the box, even without anything in here, just the box itself is a little heavy. But again, it is, it's also small. I think it would be nicer if it was a little bit bigger, especially okay, so as you see on the bottom here, another con is kind of well, for me, I figured it out, but if you have bigger football heads, right, it's kind of hard. These are 1/4 ounce, and I had to kind of stack them on top of each other like that. I think it looks pretty cool, but it is a little bit hard at first to get them all lined up. So it's really important that once you put anything in here, it's organized the way you want it, because if you want to rearrange things when it's really tight like this, it's kind of hard to get through it. I'm just going to pick out one weight at a time from the beginning and just kind of go through as I deplete my stock. But I'm going to have this for a while. There's a lot of jig heads in here. But other than that, guys, do I recommend the box? Yeah, 100% do. I think it's a great box. If you're looking for something to do in your board this winter, definitely. Everyone's getting to storage solutions, right? I think this is a great box. But yeah, those are just my overall opinions. Again, I'm not sponsored by GRUV or anyone. These are all things that I buy with my own money. These are my own unbiased thoughts and opinions on these things when it comes to rods, reels, storage, other gear, anything fishing related. It's just something I enjoy doing, and I'm actually very satisfied with this box. Go grab it if you can find a sale on it. I'm sure you'll find something I know they had Christmas sales. They'll probably have some New Year's stuff, or who knows, right, before the fishing season starts. But yeah, guys, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I appreciate if you guys could like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys want to see anything different. How you like the box. If you have the box, let me know how you like it. What do you put in here? This is my shaky head box. I'll probably end up grabbing 1 or 2 more for my other techniques. But yeah, again, that's all I had for the video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you guys in the next episode.